There's nothing to tell.
Yep. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, dude. What? Oh. Alright. I'm in the middle of doing a video. Yeah. You're not going to believe this.
Who the hell were you talking to? No play.
Oh, you're not going to believe this. That was Barry down in 12. They're shitting on us for mocking them in their video. Remember those dubs we were doing?
Yeah.
We can't do them anymore because they're complaining and they're saying, "Oh, you're making fun of us! Stop making fun of us!" You know what?
But we're small-time guys. I mean,
Yeah, like what the hell?
we're gonna hurt them.
Yeah,
Words can't hurt.
Yeah.
Isn't so hurt my bones and words will never hurt me.
You know what? We probably shouldn't have done it. You know. But can you imagine what would have happened had we not have done that?
Well, we've still got our fans, right?
Yeah, our 2 fans.
And hopefully more.
Yeah. Anyway, we just finished watching
This two-part series of Friends.
Yeah, episode same show, different friends.
Different Friends, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I said so much better off camera.
Yeah. This was in season 6, so
Awake.
Yeah. Did you get that from Central Perk?
Yeah, Gunther?
Yeah.
He said he liked me.
Did he say he still loves Rachel?
No, he loves me now.
Oh, okay.
First customer.
Oh, he's a little comme ci, comme ça.
Had to turn him down. I had Rachel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so season 6, it wasn't a great... I don't think it was that great of a season. I mean, even though they had Bruce...
It all, but,
yeah, they haven't... even though they had Bruce Willis on it, I don't think it was a great season. But we're talking about this one episode that was really good.
For that, though, because he was a different sort of character than a tough guy.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about that anyway.
We're talking about the episode called The One That Could Have Happened.
Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, because we watched both parts back to back. Yeah, anyway. Basically what happens is Rachel just walks into the Central Perk and says, Barry and Mindy have getting divorced.
They basically go on about how our lives could have happened.
Yeah.
And we'd still be hanging out. Then it pans to the start, which completely changes.
Yeah.
And then it just follows their lives of what could have happened in 2 parts. So
yeah,
that's basically it.
This sort of just segue into a little different.
Yeah.
Star Trek Enterprise did a Mirror Universe episode like this. They changed the entire intro and all that for that episode. I wonder if they saw this and just went, we can do that, we can fit that for our show. But yeah,
They probably did it because the characters like Matthew Perry and all that wanted to
do something a little bit
different. Yeah.
Yeah,
They've
well,
been playing it for so long.
Yeah, or I can't remember because I actually this in the other edition actually has a commentary to it, but they had trouble coming up with interesting things for each one, and I think the one that doesn't get a lot of time is Chandler. He's pretty much the same sort of guy. It's just that he has a different job. That's
because he's not as funny. Did you notice that?
No. Ooh. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. It's a message. It's from Barry down in 12.
Yeah. What's he saying now?
He's well, I mean, look at that. Look at what they're saying. Oh. We can't. Yeah, we can't say that on. We can't say that on this show.
I say we get back at them. I say we tell them not to make episodes.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, they're on hiatus at the moment, but man, talk about. I mean, it's probably because they're from Perth, you know. It's probably that. Anyway, yeah, he's not quite as funny, but I don't think he's given enough material to do a lot. Phoebe's like a bit different. She's
herbal tea.
Yeah,
I don't like herbal tea.
Yeah, it's like she's almost a completely different character. But there's still, you could still see that it's Phoebe, right? Ross, I mean, he's
still the same sort of thing.
He's still married. Let's run through what everyone was like. Ross
I've got to watch it, so
Ross is still
I
married.
don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming a lot of people have already seen this episode. So, Ross has just got is still married to Carol. He never married that hot British chick or anything. He never hooked up with Rachel.
So he never got his 18,000 divorces.
Yeah, Rachel's still married to Barry. Yeah. Ended up marrying Barry. Joey's still on Days of Our Lives and is doing well. But Shim Chandler's living on his own, but I...
Yeah, and then across the road. But how does Chandler and Joey fit in? Because Joey was Chandler's roommate, and it's like...
Yeah, but how is Chandler maintaining his apartment without a roommate? I mean...
Maybe he could have made an appearance.
Something like that.
Monica's going too deep with it.
Yeah, I'm just going to run through what everything was got.
No, I'm just saying they didn't want to go too deep into it because there's only 2 series.
Two episodes, yeah.
2 episodes.
Monica's fat. Phoebe's working in finance, and Chandler's writing for
Archie Comics.
Yeah, well, he says he wants to write for the New Yorker at the beginning, but apparently he's not even doing that. But yeah, it's really kind of weird how they got all those little things to mean so much. I mean,
it tied it in pretty good.
Chandler still ends up with Monica, and
Chandler is an assistant to Joey.
Yeah, in the first. Only in the first.
And that's a good joke because Joey usually bludges off Chandler.
Yeah,
so that's a good parody.
Yeah. And Monica's seeing a doctor, and he's really boring.
He has a heart attack and ends up in hospital.
Yeah.
Heart attacks.
Yeah. Ross is still doing his karate. Yeah, and it's just it's
a good spin-off to the series, and then then it went back to normal. It didn't stay.
And
but it ended like if somebody was watching it, they thought that was Friends. It's like
it still kind of work. It's kind of like redoing the first episode, but only like 6 years, 6 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't really. I can't see how anything.
I know, I'll be a millionaire. We'll do that later.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a few ideas spinning around how to do this a bit better next time. Not better, but different next time. It's really weird. Monica seems quite different in this one. She seems a lot more.
She plays that sort of character throughout the series, like when they do flashbacks and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's used to that character. So.
Yeah, and she's a lot more bubbly, I guess you could say. Not like the chocolate bubble. She'd probably eat that in this. But, yeah.
Just one more box.
Yeah, it's just really... she's the one that I think makes the most serious character change in this, is because she's not so uptight, but...
She's really angry all the time. Phoebe isn't angry at all. I think it's Phoebe.
Yeah, I can see that.
Monica you've seen in that form before. Phoebe you haven't.
I can see that. I can see that. But
that's my opinion.
Yeah.
You probably have an opinion, but I can't hear what you're saying. So
yeah.
I'm sorry.
What?
So you got to type it.
Yeah.
What was that?
Rachel's pretty much the same.
As to get back at the guys. Oh, okay. We can do that.
Rachel is more similar to how she was in the pilot, and that's good. That she was able to go all the way back there, and I like the joke about the going on a break.
That was a classic because of the whole Ross thing.
And I think in this show, there's a chair that Joey's sitting on when you first go to his apartment. The black chair with like all the balls.
Yeah.
And I think they knocked that off from Star Trek The Next Generation, because I'm pretty sure in an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, Worf is sitting on a chair like that in the bar in his place, in his quarters on that, or somewhere.
Just coincidence.
Yeah, it looks remarkably similar.
Just coincidence.
Oh, well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks pretty much exactly... It's in one of the episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation. But yeah, that's interesting. I just thought that was interesting.
The dog, you know? The dog was there.
Oh, yeah. And it's given a name.
And the waterfall, they refurnished the place, which is amazing.
Yeah. They found all that stuff, or they were able to get some stuff that was similar. They matched it all up.
They didn't show Chandler's apartment.
Yeah.
They could have done that a bit better.
But mind you, I don't think you even seen that in the extended cut, because we watched the standard original episode cut.
Yeah.
Because
do you have to hand back your busty ladies? That's for a kid. They wanted to buy one.
Yeah, that was an interesting way to begin the episode.
The ties in with Ross not getting any, and Rachel.
Sure, not that. Neither one of them are really happy in their marriages. That's what they've got in common, and it's similar to how they met in the pilot as well, which was really good. They
blame she blames men and
he blames women, pretty much. But what's so great about women and that's a good joke that they make it towards the end of it.
The whole 6 years of that stuff and 6 seasons.
Yeah. So what about let's just cover Joey a bit here. He is given quite a bit to do in this episode. He's given Rachel, and like that, it's hinted to what goes on in later in the 9th and 8th and 10th season.
Yeah.
That whole arc in that area. I was never into that, really. I didn't see them too long term anyway.
I seriously thought Phoebe and Joe would hook up.
Yeah, there was a rumour in one of the commentaries that they were talking about it in one of the commentaries that they were going to have at the end of the series that Joey and Phoebe had been hooking up all along. You just never actually saw it, which I think would have been great. You know,
Yeah.
would have they'd been on again, off again, and they just had managed to keep it a secret for all that time.
Of the 2 episodes.
Sorry,
They're going off the course from the 2 episodes.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was interesting that Joey had been able to maintain his job for all that time from when he got on Days of Our Lives and that, and they managed to say, well, he managed to stay on for that entire time. He didn't make the silly comment that the writers don't mean much. And
he was still in line so to get chat up women.
Yeah. See, he didn't make the more dramatic character change. He was still Joey. I think he'd made the least. I think we can agree on that.
I just said he was hitting on Rachel instead of random chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Rachel's wardrobe also changed quite a bit. I noticed that. I mean, she's wearing this ugly, cow printed jacket at the beginning, and I just thought,
kind of out there.
Yeah, well, even looking back in fashion at the time, it's really weird. Why would she be wearing that?
Because she's rich and she just wants something to wear.
Anyway,
they could have done the sister thing. They could have done a lot more with it if they had the time. The 2 episodes was enough. You didn't get sick of it.
Yeah, they didn't. It wasn't
changing.
Yeah. It was nice that they hit upon things that actually happened in the show, but yeah, what would you give this out of 5?
I'd give this about 3.5.
3.5 for both? For both? I actually think that I would give this... I agree. 3.5. maybe 4 if I'm in.
I'll give it a 5 because it's completely different and it allows them to do the thing. But
3.5.
Just 3.5.
3.5.
General.
Yeah, I think this episode was probably one of the better ones for this season. Like apart from the last few episodes of the season where Chandler and Monica finally seal the deal, so to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. 3.5. I might give it 4 in a different light, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I
That'll
think,
do, Pig.
yeah, that'll do.
Oh, no. What were you going to say about the TV series?
We might next time do a fan commentary for the pilot episode of Friends. I think we might get a green light to do that sometime soon. I'm not sure when. It will come up, and it will be great. Well, we're going to try and do it, see how it works out. Hopefully we get some feedback of that. Hopefully we get some feedback of this. So,
Yes, yeah.
uh,
The other one not yet.
what other one?
The other one that we did.
Oh, we're not going to do that one again. No, that was way too long and that. So,
Oh, right, it didn't work.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So, because we don't live together and stuff, and
Yeah.
we're brothers, we can't.
Yeah, and we're not uncle and nephew,
Oh, okay.
and we don't live as close as we used to.
Yeah, right. It's kind of
Yeah, so it's gonna be
And
gonna
damn toaster for being so expensive.
yeah.
But anyway,
Anyway, we will say that will do, Pig, this
that'll
time.
do.
That will do.